pass them out amongst yourself. You're all going to need at least one. Yeah, pass them down the line if you don't have enough. One of the things that Mike has probably told you about is the concept of changing a conflicting situation where there's conflict between you and me. And that may be good or bad. I mean, if you don't ever have conflict, you may find both of you may find yourself, you're all rowing in the wrong direction, you know. He says, hey, Mark, I thought we were supposed to be rowing north. And I go, no, we are supposed to be. Before you know it, you realize somebody was wrong, and you need to correct what you're doing. So conflict isn't bad. That certainly is not the message. But conflict doesn't have to end in a lose-lose situation or even a win-lose situation. It can win in theory, or it can end in theory with a win-win situation. In this case, it's going to be win-win-win. The ace of spades is the winning card in this case. Now, often the ace of spades is thought of as a death card or a bad card. It really can be, but it depends on the game. It depends on how you look at it. Opportunity in conflict can be perceived as good or bad, the same way you might be able to perceive this so-called death card if you were playing bridge, or you're playing, I believe it's whist and a few other games. The ace of spades is actually considered to be the best card in the hand. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to mix the cards up on the table, and then I'm going to stop. And I'm going to ask one of you to take your marker, which is the Ivy Tech pen, and put it on top of the ace. And if you find the ace, we're all going to applaud, and then we know that you've won, all right? So pretend you're on the streets of New York City or New Orleans, perhaps, and we'll start the game. These, by the way, of course, are the losing cards. They're the twos, and I'm going to start. Should we start with this young man here? Come on up to the table. There's the ace, all right, and your name is?
Clay.
Clay, nice to meet you. Now, do your parents know you're here, young man? Yeah, probably. All right, there's the ace. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to mix the cards up just one time. Tell me now where you believe the ace to be at by putting the pen down there. Just set it right on top, almost as if it's a marker of some kind you might use in Las Vegas. So these cards belong to the casino or the operator. That one belongs to you, and surely this is the winning card. But you know, that did not work out the way we'd hoped. Kind of a bummer, huh? Here, hold on to that, because this is where the win-win situation takes place. He thinks he lost, but the truth of the matter is the Ivy Tech Casino is the only casino where if you lose, you actually get back your bet. So here are the twos. Right there are the twos, all right? Here's the ace over here. And how he missed it, I'm not sure. But you know the lighting is kind of funny in here and all that kind of. How about you? Carl, would you like to play?
Sure.
All right, so there are the twos. All right, I'm going to throw the cards out on the table. Carl, tell me now by putting your pen down where you believe the ace to be at. Go right ahead. He's going to go there in the middle. Now, this is very interesting because, believe me when I tell you this, people who play this game for money in Las Vegas or New Orleans or Manhattan actually depend on a lot of psychological tricks. One of which is, if I were to pick him, I would probably know he's more likely to put it down here because it's just closer to him. It's kind of convenient. If I were to pick him, he would probably put it there. You're more or less in the middle. Not only are you in the middle, you kind of put your pen even a little off the side in the middle, right? There again, people tend to do the thing that is the easiest for them to do. Unfortunately, in this case, that did not work out for you. So hold on to your pen, and you're going to play again. So we have a situation right now that's so far 0 for 0. Here's the winning card. All right. Who can beat the dealer? How about you? A Colts fan. Come on up. We'll see whether or not the Colts fan is a winner or a loser, and I'm guessing by this fall you'll be wondering that yourself. All right. Here's the ace. We know where the ace is, and I'll make it as easy for you as I can. There's a 2, and there's a 2. And don't, you know, I'm not lying to you. There they are. So I made it as easy for you as I could. Take your pen, put it down as a marker, and tell me where you believe that ace to be at. So these cards, again, are mine. This one is yours. And you know, what a bummer that was, huh? You, sir, are a loser. Well, so there's the ace. Here are the twos. Once again, who wants to beat the dealer? How about you? All right, come on up. There's the ace. Use your best instincts at this point. I'm going to throw it out on the table. Tell me now where you believe the ace to be at, sir.
Einstein's mostly wrong every time. So.
You're going to go right down there?
Defy my own realism.
All right, well, let's see whether or not... You know what let's do? You kind of overthought that. Are you an engineer?
No.
No, well, you could be. You know, they overthink things all the time. That's why you're here in this class, probably. All right, watch this. There's the ace. throw it out on the table. Real quick, where do you think it's at? Going down there? Or here. Now, I've got an idea. Everybody come up a little closer. Let's do this. I want you guys to win, and I want to prove to you that I'm honest in the very worst way. My thought is this. You're able to, if you like, to conspire against the house, against the casino, and sort of pool your bets in some respects. There's the ace. I'll throw it out on the table. I want you now to think together as a team, collectively, so that you can win, win, win. Everybody place your bets anywhere you like. Go right ahead. Everyone place your bets simultaneously. And, well, okay. I kind of thought you might decide on one card together as a group. I realize that would take a lot of time, but what you've done is kind of split yourself evenly, and you covered all the cards. Somebody's going to be a winner, that's for sure. And I guess the important thing to remember about this whole process is simply this. If you work together, if you learn how to resolve conflict, the important thing is that ultimately you're never a loser. You're always a winner. And that's the most important thing. Hey guys, thanks very much. I hope
We
you
didn't have
enjoyed
cans,
it.
did we?
What's that?